Welcome back to a new season of Making Miniatures. This season I've got contrast paints to try out. Now, what are contrast paints? With these paints, when you paint them into a model, they sink into the grooves and give them a darker colour than the highlights. I did a little test on my first model, which was this simple log. I painted it with snakebite leather with a single colour, and this was the outcome. Moving on, I had this camp bed. I painted each section a different colour: green for the grass, a dark brown for the pillow, a light brown for the roll-up, and a red for the blanket. Moving one step further, I used a few normal Citadel paints to highlight areas. I used 3 different greens to highlight some of the grass and to add a bit of variety, as well as painting the straps and buckles on the roll-up. So this is a combination of different contrast paints and normal Citadel paints just to touch up a few of the areas. The last piece of terrain I painted is this tree and log. I should point out all of these models are from Cast and Play. For this model I wanted it to stand out, so I used a bright warp lightning on the moss, making it the brightest of the greens. The ground grass I used a dark angel green, and orc flesh for the blades of grass to act as a middle point between the two. I painted the rocks grey and just had the trees left to do. I wanted the fallen down log to be rotting away, so I painted it a pale brown using Skeleton Horde to show the decay. The main tree I wanted it to be much darker, still alive and contrasting with the one on the floor. As you can see from the results, the contrast paints are an easy and simple way to get detail out of a model, and using normal paints to touch up certain areas. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait for my next miniature. Also, I just want to say, I have a special episode on my Patreon. In that video, I paint a blobfish mermaid, only available to my Patreons.